very, very interesting offer now from AI, as we're embracing, and we should embrace technology. It is offering increased diagnostic capacities for detection of disease. It is helping doctors, scientists now detect diseases, I think 2.5% times faster than currently is, and that capacity is going to increase. So that before diseases fully manifest and mature, science will help us catch it. If we embrace ourselves, if we embrace it and we behave ourselves. And this is where I'm going to close. That's the big if. Science has positives and it has negatives. So just last night, this morning, in fact, around 2 a.m., I was busy watching the news around the world, and there was this news item that came on that a company in the global north has developed now a processor that would enable artificial intelligence capacities to be inserted into all the new devices that will be made going forward. All microprocessor. So currently we are interacting with it through the cloud. You know that? But very soon, so all of these things are going to go. You start seeing new versions. It's not that anything is wrong with your system. It's just time to upgrade. So you start seeing new phones, new television sets, new so many things that you will buy that are electronic, having those microprocessors. What it will mean is that these things will now become interactive with us. They can become our personal assistants. Where is that PA? Don't worry, you won't lose your job. PA to VC. You won't lose your job. But this is just this morning. But 5 minutes after that news item came on, the IMF also came on with another story, still on the same AI, 5 minutes apart. And I thought I would share it this morning when I got here, that there's a dark side, very, very dark side to artificial intelligence. And that is the side we must be careful of. That is the side we must not embrace. So we must take on the positive. You know that there's a dark side to the airplane. It crashes sometimes. But it is the safest way to travel. It is 40 times safer than traveling by road. Because every day in the world, there is a road traffic crash. Not so, but we still use cars. And once in a while, unfortunately, planes crash. But if you Google the number of planes that are flying every minute, I used to remember that number, I don't remember it again. It's a lot of planes, every minute, 24 hours of the day. So that's technology. So if you ask those people who used to go on pilgrimage by road, or on camelback, whether they will go by road or they will go by plane, they will embrace the plane. So with these dangers, we must move on. And this is the big but. And it is about preserving and protecting our civilization as human beings. And that is so important. We are the only creatures on earth who have this cerebral capacity. We share so many other features with other animals, but it is our cognitive part that distinguishes us as the Homo sapien, and that is why we have survived, because we make things, we invent tools. And that is why our predecessors, erectors, habilis, and all of them have perished. We must not perish.
We are LASU, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. So it's very, very pleasing for me to be here at this convocation. And I have a speech which I'm not going to read. So when Professor Okebukola said, 5.0 for, so I will tell you a little bit about Governor Fashola, because I served as his commissioner for the 8 years. And he will call at 2 a.m. Say, Femi, where are you, man? Oga. I'm at home on my bed. He said, yeah, but you picked. I said, well, you are the governor, I must pick. But I'm sleeping. He said, okay. The people are calling me that Senate building in Lasso we've not paid. What's going on? I said, okay, I will tell you tomorrow morning, sir. The next day, that Faculty of Management Science in Lasso, we must build Lasso to be the greatest university in this country. So that 5 points up is deserving. It's deserving. And that's how it takes every assignment. Lagos is lucky to have you. Thank you very much, sir. So on the issue that we are here to talk about, you know that he has given a great lecture, but let me say this very clearly. AI has been with us for 73 years, since 1951, when Christopher Fashola of University of Manchester wrote a code. And that code was able to play a game that human beings normally play. And he played it well. And then, of course, it's been elevated. You will remember that in 1997, that chess player, the grandmaster of chess, Garry Kasparov, he was beaten in 1997 by IBM machine. Nobody has ever beaten him 6-0, no human being. But that machine defeated him 6-0. That's when the world realized that this is serious. And of course, in 2011, IBM developed what is called IBM Watson. And then it actually won Jeopardy. I don't know if you noticed that game, Jeopardy. It won. So like it's been said here, our life is changing. So imagine you wake up one morning. There is a device called a cellar. It will wake you up. Just say, Femi, it's time. It's 6 a.m. Please stand up. Turns on the light. Open the blinds and does everything for you. And turn on your water to the temperature that you want. So you enter, you take your shower. By the time you get out of your house, you have a driverless car that is waiting, that knows your office, that takes you to your office. And that seller knows that you like amala. And if you are a young man that's not married, he can order amala for you at the right time. So you come to your office by 1, you don't need to do anything. It's real. It's already happening today. So that's how technology has changed our lives. I was talking to the Vice Chancellor and she, look, let's clap for her. That computer science cannot be a department anymore. It must be a school or a faculty. Because machine learning, Internet of Things, and all those are now independent subjects that people are having PhDs, masters, and all the rest on. We know that AI has helped to sequence RNA for vaccines. And it has also modeled human speech. That's the one that the lecturer was talking about when Dr. Fashola said we must be careful. So because it can actually place me where I've never been in my life and say I said things I've never said. So because it can actually model human speeches to the exact, it's like 100% of you. And even you will start doubting, is this me? So that is the challenge. And that is the ethical component. So it's important to also know that there's something that is called the Volex MORPH. It's an algorithm that was developed in MIT that allows us to check biopsy, and it is 1,000 times faster than human being can do it. 1,000 times faster than doctors can detect. So today, diagnosis by, say, Watson, IBM Watson, it's about 10 times more accurate than doctors, than human doctors. Because what it has done is to have a database of all the diagnoses of, say, malaria. And therefore, when you say these are your symptoms, it's able to go through the algorithm and say, oh, okay, this is it, because it's an amalgamation of what doctors have done. And in this case, for biopsy and the rest, it's about 93% accurate. So our world has changed. Our young graduates, please be ready.